Welcome to Deep River Farm, friends. I appreciate you joining me here this morning. Out here taking care of the chickens and everything. My goodness, the leaves are coming down, folks. It's what have we got up yonder? I don't know what that is. Let me see what that is up yonder. Hang on just a minute, folks. Big buck. Great big buck. Well, folks, I appreciate you joining me here today on Deep River Farm. We got a big Arctic cold blast headed our way. Been working all day long trying to get things done. My boy brought his fishing boat over here, and we got that thing drained out, all the water drained out of the upper unit, lower unit, getting ready for that 20-some degree weather. Went ahead and gauged up the tires on the automobiles. You know how that first old cold of the year tends to turn those lights on your dash, on your vehicles, those low pressure indicators. And so went ahead and gauged all them up, got the appropriate PSI in each one of them, and get ready for this cold weather. They say tomorrow the temperatures are going to start dropping tomorrow night, and then by Monday night we're going to be cold. Let's just put it that way, cold. So we just got to get ready for it. Got the heat lamps ready to go if need be for the chickens and for the dogs and everything else. I got 2 dogs that they stay outside, and so we have heat for them in the dog house. Got it up in the rafters up in there, and then we got hardware cloth and got a heat lamp mounted up above that, and that way they can't get to the cord, they can't get to the lamp or anything, and it's away from the wood, and it's just sitting there and can throw some heat down on them. We got a little flapper door on the front of the dog houses so that when they go in it shuts and help hold the heat. And what I done was took a square of carpet and I stapled it to the top, and then I took a razor blade and done that, and then they can walk through it, and then it just folds back up, helps hold the heat in the dog house. So we've done that. We've went ahead and went around the house and put insulation around the outside spigots and everything so that they don't freeze, and pretty much just getting ready. I went ahead and got some fuel for the generator and got all that stuff done. Got some propane to go in the grill. Just more or less getting ready for winter time and stuff like that, because as it gets colder and colder, it'll be harder if things start freezing up to get that stuff unthawed. So we've been working in the garden today. Went ahead and pulled the rest of the tomatoes that we had ready today, and then I guess tomorrow I will pull everything that's on the vines because they'll freeze. So whatever size they are and whatever they are, they'll have to just ripen on the counter and get all that stuff done. So winter preparation is in full swing, and we're gonna just keep on rolling now. We've had a little deer hunting going on this morning. I've got several clips for you to watch. We had a rut in progress this morning there on Deep River Farm, and I watched these deer from daylight to about 8:30 run around in front of me, and I seen a real big one this yesterday evening, and I didn't want to interfere with what was going on this morning. It was a small buck. He's just a 18 to 24 month old deer, and the one I seen yesterday evening, he's probably 4 to 5 year old. So he was chasing a doe yesterday, and so we're gonna show you those clips today. And on tomorrow night's video, folks, we're gonna be talking about Foxtrot Echo Mike Alpha and what's going on with that. And but we got you some deer hunting clips from this morning, and so you can see what was going on. And some of the footage is kind of grainy. We had some rain overnight. There was some fog this morning, and it was hard to get the camera to focus in on the subject. It was wanting to focus in on the fog. A little bit grainy, but I think you'll enjoy seeing what we got to see this morning. And what was funny, old Roody, he'd go right out there and look at them, and they didn't pay him any mind. I think they thought he was a big old turkey, but he thought he was going to just run off whatever that was, those deer, and they'd just stand there and look at him, and he'd get about 30 yards from him and just kind of look and bob and weave, and he'd crow at them and everything else, and they just stood there for about an hour and a half running around in the woods there behind the barn and everything. Well, folks, enjoy these clips. Tomorrow night we're going to be back with some more information on Foxtrot Echo Mike Alpha that you don't want to miss. And I appreciate you joining us here on Deep River Farm as we've been getting ready for the winter Arctic blast. Y'all have a good evening. We'll see you on the next video. Roody, he's over there checking her out. There's another one. There's old Roody. They don't pay any attention to Roody. So folks, what you've been watching is a little bit of the rut taking place. Probably can't pick him out, but he's right over there right now. Been chasing this doe since daylight. Then two others come up, so we're just gonna keep watching him. We're just gonna keep watching, folks. Seen that great big one yesterday. We're just gonna keep watching. 6-pointer still over there.